Well, how's it going today there, YouTube? Well, I'm going to start another project here today. I've got a pile of parts here. This is the John Deere 7810 that I got in the mail from Dakota Toys there the other week. And I've kind of been teasing, taunting you guys about it there for the last couple videos. So I figured today, well, maybe we'll do something about that and we'll get into it and start putting it together. So basically, this is a bunch of parts I got through Dakota Toys, and you know, I bought the casting halves and whatnot, so I figured I'd show you guys how to rivet stuff together and take it right up from a pile of parts up to basically a complete tractor. So I mean, basically the only stuff I haven't covered in a restoration video or whatnot has been putting things together and whatnot. I mean, it's not too difficult to figure out, but this is what we've got here. So we got our casting halves, front axle. I've already figured out what rivets I'm going to use. I already kind of got ahead of myself. I installed the exhaust in the cab already and did the rivet, grill, steps. The steering rod I stole out of that 2940 tractor I was going to do. I just haven't done that yet. Got the 7520 series. I think it's a dealer edition rear wheels, and then they think these are off an 8120. Actually, they're not the 4960 precision wheels like I thought they were, but they're pretty darn close. Now, I did not order a drawbar or a steering wheel through Dakota Toys. I thought I had, but I know I didn't order a drawbar, but I stole the drawbar out of that 2940 tractor, so it was pretty rusty and crusty, so I just cleaned it up and I painted it real well. Now I'm going to let that kind of tack up a little bit. And then the steering wheel, I'm going to try to see if I can find something kind of nice to go in there. I don't remember if these came with a black steering wheel, if it came with the kind of tan color steering wheel that John Deere has. I don't quite remember right now. I'll have to look in the sales brochure to see what was in there. So, because if I can find, I've got a funny feeling it's a tan steering wheel, but if I can find one, then I'll put that in there and give it a little bit extra detail. But anyway, I'll set you guys up here on the tripod and whatnot, and we'll put some stuff together. The first thing you're gonna want to do is get your casting halves. So obviously these two pieces here. Get your axle, your steering rod, your drive shaft, or your drawbar rather, and then put all that stuff inside the castings. And the trick I kind of found, I did in my little mock-up, put this grill in there first. It's real tricky to get it in there, and that'll kind of help hold your tractor together while you're putting your parts in. It is actually really tricky to get the grill inside of that casting when everything's all kind of inside of it. So this kind of helps hold the front end of her together here. Not really too worried about scratching the paint, because at the same time I may still sandblast this one and do the casting seam in it, which I'm 50-50 on it, but I don't know, the paint's actually not that bad on this one, so I may in fact leave it alone, but I may in fact still do the sandblast and do the seam treatment. So yeah, it's a little tricky to get this grill inside of here, so that's why I kind of figured I'll do it first, so get it going the right way helps. There. So that kind of helps hold your front end together there while you're messing around trying to put parts together. Put the axle inside. There is alignment tabs inside of this casting as well, so everything kind of stays together. This steering shaft can be kind of a challenge to put in here, but it can be done. You just take a little bit of patience to do it. It'll go together pretty quickly. There, put that guy down in there like that. Yep, your steering rod come through your tie rod ends there. I kind of took and I just bent it up a little bit so it makes contact. I thought my steering shaft was a little bit too short, but I think we're going to be okay. And I'll put the drawbar in there. And actually, I already said if this drawbar came out of that 2940, because I did not order one, or sorry, Dakota Toys did not have one, but I test fitted it before I started making the video here, and I think it's going to work just fine. So There you go. Just like that. There goes the cab. So anyway, next step will be putting your rivets in. So this long one here will be when you put the cab on. The short ones here, I just kind of got everything lined up. Then I'll show you guys how I think I'm going to put the rivets together. Yeah, one goes in the back here. And you just kind of test fit them, because that assortment I got from Dakota Toys has, I think, 3 or 4 of every single one in there. So you'll find one that's just right. So it takes a little bit of finagling to get it, but once you get it right, it'll fit right there, and it just fits together just like, I don't know, it'll fit together perfectly. Put them all in the same way. Can't see. Okay, then we'll get set up with the I'm gonna use an automatic center punch to put these together, because I've never done it this way, but I'm gonna try it out and see just how it works. I usually just use a hammer and a center punch, but I think this might kind of work a little better. But anyway, I'll get set up for that, and I'll show you guys how it works. Well, my little idea didn't work as well as I thought it would. The center punch here, the little stabby guy is just a little bit too skinny for what I wanted to do, so I ended up just taking it out to the shop and putting it in the vise and doing it with a hammer and a punch and peeing them over. It didn't turn out too bad, but I'm gonna do the casting seam on this one now, I think. Anyway, I'll fill in the rivets, and that way you don't even see them, you don't even know they're even in there. They don't look too bad though otherwise, but yeah, I guess we'll continue on with a little mock-up here. I guess I might just come and show you guys what we're planning on doing. I'll stick the cab on just for a laugh, and you guys can see here. I'm not going to rivet the cab on today or anything, because, well, obviously I'm going to sandblast this one now, so it won't be today though, maybe tomorrow I might do it. Cab does fit on there tight, so you got to try to snake that steering shaft in there as well. I just test fitted it in here, so it should fit okay. There. There it is. There's your basic 7000 series casting. This axle, I actually bought material at Home Depot. It's 3/16 steel rod, and it works perfectly for this, what I wanted to do. So I like that axle stub looks, and it fits on here perfectly. Now, the wheels do sit on there. They sit on there a little bit loose, but I can tighten them up a little bit. And at a later date, when I decide to finish things off here, you guys can kind of see the look I'm going for now. I like the fat tire look on the 7000 series tractors. There, that's basically what we got. I'll pull the camera off the tripod here, and I'll kind of give you guys a close-up and kind of also what I'm thinking about doing for the rest of this project. Well, you're at the front of it now, and the tractor is quite narrow in the front end, so I think what I might do, I'm going to build some spacers to go on the axle stubs here, get some round stock, and then I'm going to extend them out a little bit so I can get the track width out a little bit farther. And then of course I get some decals. I'm going to touch up the rivets and whatnot. I'll get it sandblasted probably tomorrow. I don't feel like doing it today, so I'll get it sandblasted, and I'll do the filler, and I'll do the little casting seam up here. It doesn't look too bad right now, but like I said, it is going to be a custom piece, so you can always do these little things. Obviously I'll do the detail paint afterwards. In the back here, I might actually do a 3-point. I might A, build one, or B, buy one. I'll see if I can source one of those. I know Dakota Toys does have them. So it's going to be a pretty neat looking tractor when it's all done, I think. I have seen in the past guys put LED lights in here, but that might be the next project I do, because, well, I've already got this one riveted together now, but yeah, it's not gonna be too bad. This step goes on here just like that. There's those little black machine screws you get, little small ones for models. I had a bunch from somewhere, I just don't know where they are right now, or else I'd put the step on too, but Yeah, I thought about doing some cab glass on it, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do it just yet. I got to find the material to do it first, so yeah, it might be kind of a neat little project and show you guys some new things and whatnot. Of course, it's kind of a newer tractor than what I've done in the past, and it's also in a lot better shape than a lot of stuff I brought home in the past. So hopefully you guys kind of enjoy this little project, and we can continue on this here. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I'll get it sandblasted and whatnot, then we'll go from there. So anyway, if you guys like what you see, please comment, rate, subscribe. Don't forget, I do got the giveaway coming up soon. I'll probably announce how I'm going to do it next week sometime, and I got to actually order what I want to give away, so I'm going to have that coming up soon too, and we'll have the 7810 here as well. So anyway, we'll see you on the next one.